So then them stand in front of it.
And this is what I tell people, and I say it all the time. Go back and look. If it wasn't for you to police the way you did in the hood and how everybody respected, we'd have had a whole bunch of killings. We'd have had a whole bunch, all bush to the side. Yeah. We'd have had a whole bunch of shit. Because I've been stopped several times. Go sit your dumb ass down. With the honest truth. All right. Okay, Reg. I told him, Reggie, I killed this mother. I did this. Remember when I was at home and on one and got to saying, remember that over there? Remember that over?
You in the back.
And he, boy, I don't want to hear that shit. Take your ass in there. I'm going that off of my auntie the whole night. So what I'm saying is, Reggie stopped a lot of shit. And that's from the South, from Tanner's, all of us. So if he didn't, we'd have been at war way before 2002 and the other times that we had issues. It would have been on a long time ago. Because remember when God damn, I just said his name. The little homeboy got killed by the Limehoods. Top Dog. Oh. When Top Dog got killed, if Reggie didn't come after our fight in Limehood Park and all that other shit and just talking, you niggas need to stop this, whoop whoop. I think that issue would have been going on way longer than what it did. But both sides understood. You know what I'm saying? This wasn't hood shit. Just two motherfucking kids. And it was done. And I had to get them to understand what Reg was saying to me, conveying to me, like the rest of them cats in Limehood. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, if we didn't have a Reggie Wright right there in Compton, because I didn't respect no, you know I didn't. I didn't respect no Compton police officers that really like, I'm finna let you take me to jail type of shit. Yeah. And it would have been bad. And a lot of it would have been bad for me. Because they'd have been whooping my ass on sight. But we need that in every hood.
Yeah, that type of policing.
Yeah.
And Willie Williams, I remember Willett, not Willett, no, not him. He was the worst cop ever too. But Williams, the one that came from Philadelphia, the police chief.
Willie Williams, the LAPD chief.
Yeah, he tried to bring that from Philadelphia. That was the first time I ever heard of community policing. But always, you know, when he tried to bring that after the riots and Daryl Gates got fired and all of that, and I said, well, what he's talking, that sounds like what Richie been doing. Seems like all my life.
Period.
Police, community policing.
And you need that. See, and that's the difference. Reg, when he was out there, everybody know him. You might have one or two that I ain't fucking with him, but everybody, nigga, that's Big Reg. Nigga.
They live on Pine Street.
Yeah. So, I mean, like James McDonald, the McDonald's, we was good. We understood that. And not just Ulysses. I mean, Jaws was good. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
That was his younger brother.
Yeah.
That was also a police. We never talk about my Uncle Jaws.
Yeah.
But he was there, and he was young. He was only like 10 years older than me. But he was a very young officer as well.
But just having good police, right?
And Ulysses, my Uncle Dobie, that he's talking about, he was the one that ran, coached most of us in baseball.
We played baseball for him. At Gonzalo.
That's what I said. And the president of Linwood Pop Warner football during most of our, childhood.
Right.
So, yeah.
So, just good men in general. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But being on the police force, I think that's what all neighborhoods, whatever you want to call them, that's what we need. Yeah. We need somebody to know us. Because if you don't know me, you're not finna just go and do this and say that to me. Yeah. Ain't happening. Yeah. You know, I can't respect it. And that's why a lot of motherfuckers is getting hurt out there, because some cops go to work and they already got an attitude. And I've always said this from the beginning. Police officers are just like me. They're human, just like me. When the wife don't give them no pussy, they get an attitude too. When something is fucked up or somebody tripping, and some of them tend to bring that to work with them.
In every profession.
Okay, so when you have that, complying don't exist when you there. Don't look up, Reg. Let me finish. Okay. And your hands on the car and you get hit upside your motherfucking head.
But then that's dirty. That's wrong. Those type of cops, you couldn't even do stuff like that.
But once he took that initiative, now I'm on the defensive. Even if I ball up.
Man, I'm telling you.
Put your hands down.
That particular cop is so rare, though.
Your son is crazy in the motherfucker.
That is so rare. We don't.
You said it, but it happened to me.
I'm not up here saying I never saw it. But it didn't happen as frequent as people like to think it happened.
No, it's frequent because now you got the phones and shit.
I believe what James is saying, which is true. When situations go down in the hood, especially with guys that's about the life a little bit and all that, when they have a confrontation with the police or whatever, compliance is not their first thought. Compliance is so far away from it's all about mano a mano kind of stuff right now. Hey, bro, you can't come at me.
How many of you saw
And I'm just saying a lot of times where you don't get compliance, where you can't get compliance.
You're not going to win.
Until the phone cameras came out, how many?
You're not going to win. It's not the point.
How many? And that's the only thing.
Every police officer I argue with.
Let's fight it somewhere else. And that's all I'm trying to teach people, is do it somewhere else. We don't have to do it out there in the streets and doing it. You're not going to win. Very few people win. Very few people we catch it on tape. Rodney King incident, do you know prior to that Rodney King incident happening and they're getting caught on tape, I probably saw that in my career, and even just riding along with cops that went out to jail, probably 50 times. 50 times.
Well,
I don't.
And you have too.
Yeah, well, but the thing is, naturally, the first thing that should happen in any, not confrontation, but any contact, any kind of contact with the police, and they request that you request or demand or do whatever they do to try to get you to comply so they can do whatever they want to do besides whooping you behind for no reason, then you should try to at least go along with it. You can talk a little here or whatever. You shouldn't talk in it, but at least do what they ask you to do, then deal with it later. That's your point. But what I'm saying is, and going and being there myself, I don't even talk about my police days, just watching it. Once you automatically have that contact with the police, it's going to jump off wrong. I don't care. You could be the angel in the project. You understand what I'm saying? It's still going to jump off wrong. Because number one, he's coming at you hard and provoking you because in some cases he may be scared, even though he all this, you know what I'm saying? He may be scared his damn self. And then you got the guy who ain't backing down, especially not in the hood. He ain't gonna back down. So that's why you automatic. Compliance is not even a consideration in most cases.
Right.
Should be, but it's not. But the police, hold on. But the police have to have the mindset to de-escalate the situation and not provoke it and try. Because like he is saying, okay, homeboy still won't comply. Like I used to talk. I had cats that wanted to come at me and talk here. You know, I used to step back.
You was a different type of guy.
Let me finish me.
Okay, I hear you.
I would step back and I would say to him, that's okay. I'm about to call 5 of the biggest white boys I got over here and I'm going to let them talk to you. I'm going to let them deal with you. I back off like I'm a punk. You know what I'm saying? As soon as I say that, the brother's whole attitude change. Because they know that could happen.
Right.
They got a brother here that's trying to talk to him. You know, he ain't trying to punk him. But hey, man, if you want to act a fool, I got people who don't mind dealing with you. But I'm trying, and that's the kind of way I came. And
that's you. That's you. I'm trying to tell y'all.
Most time it don't happen.
Yeah, please reiterate that, because everybody think you watch that on YouTube all day with traffic stops and everything. Just come off talking here to the cops and come off wrong. And all I'm just trying to say is, you're not gonna win 99.9% of those arguments.
Saying shit how you say it, because I used to cuss when the police used to come to our house. I used to close the door and open the kitchen window and talk shit. Fuck you, get your fuck ass on. And they just come outside and say, come on outside and talk like that. Real shit. So it's just how you know you got to deal with them. Yeah. 9 times out of 10, especially like Graves and them, 9 times out of 10, they done approached us 2, maybe 3 times, and I had a pistol on my hip, just talking cool and, what up, Graves? What's going on, man? Woo, woo, woo. They don't fuck with you. Yeah. But if you just, man, I don't feel like it today, what the fuck you think you is? Yeah. Get your ass on the car.
Well, become contempt of cop. Yeah. So that's why they gonna react.
And that's all I'm asking.
It's just keeping you in check, and that's what they want. Every cat, like Big Frank. You remember Big Frank? Oh, yeah. Used to wear all the rags like Big Frank. Big Frank had no respect. But when he saw, when you came across us, how you doing, Reds? Laying with police? Fuck out my feet. I'm just saying there's a difference. There's a difference. And if we had police officers, if we had police officers that came and conversated and talked, which you do have them all around, that talk to some of these cats, because Mom James ain't the only one to say Reggie was a good cop. Yeah. It's niggas in every motherfucking hood. Oh, Officer Reggie. Oh yeah, man, he cut me a break. Oh man, he cool. That's good people. Wouldn't say shit dirty and slap the shit out of a nigga if that nigga said something foul about him.
Happened a lot.
You see what I'm saying? So that's what our community needs.
I agree with it. I'm just trying to say you don't have a whole of 200 cop law enforcement agencies.
You might have 20.
I don't even think that high. That have back then.
Yeah.
Now I honestly can't say because I don't know. I don't know because I haven't been on that side of the law in a long time, and so. But from what I see, but then I know from my interactions with the cops, when I come across them and they don't know who I am from, when I come off as, yes, sir, no, sir, you're right, sir, I'm sorry, sir.
Right.
Generally, okay, go on your way. But if I come, what you pull me over for? Why you pull me over? Why you? Okay.
Well, since I just dropped in on this and said, Reggie, I see exactly what you're trying to do, what you're attempting to do, and you're doing it for the most part, is educate the environment that's out there today. Right. But it's very hard to sit with James and to try to compare whatever happened back in our day versus that in terms of interaction with the police. It's much, much different. Although the bottom line is, regardless if it was back then or now, if the police approach you and come at you right, comply. Do the right thing. Don't provoke them. A lot of kids nowadays think they can because they know everybody's watching. Yeah, right. They know they got cameras everywhere. Yeah. So they are more apt to talk here. Right. If I would have been trying to be the police, even with my approach, I would have got more than I got then because they respected it and they didn't want to. But now they think, oh, Reggie Wright too. But he do something wrong. He can't hit me. He can't do anything to me because it's all over camera. You see what I'm saying? So compliance is hard, but you trying to tell them you need to because in the long run, Reggie Wright or whoever that is going to get so much help here. You might knock 1 or 2 people out, but when it's over with, you lost. You lost. It is because their army is bigger than your army. Yes. Okay, but that's then. But even back in the day, we didn't have all this tape and Big Brother watching everywhere. So they kind of thought they could get away with stuff unless they respected you. And the thing is that you come at a person right. I've dealt with some of the hardest cats that probably, and I hate to say it this way, might have would have cut their mama. Or slapped her or something that didn't slap me because how I came at him. Right. You see what I'm saying? Mama might have came at him hard. I came at him in a way I'm not going to back down, but he's a man, or he's a young man or what. I'm going to let you have your little leeway. But I learned that because I came up in the Imperial Courts and I saw that and I witnessed that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Most cops don't.
Correct.
Most cops think. Most cops think. I got my badge and gun. I'm above everything. You know what I'm saying? And that's why they provoked and did stuff. But you don't catch them doing, a lot of them don't do that when it's just one of them or 2 of them. and there's eight gangsters standing there. You know what I'm saying? So it's different era, but hey, I'm just glad to be here. I'm glad James is here.
Right.
But the thing is that, you know, it could have either went a different way. Yeah. But that's kind of like the eras.